The topic that I have selected is on type 2 diabetes. This topic hits close to home for me because I was diagnosed with it back in 2007. I had gestational diabetes with my daughter when I was pregnant in 2005. I was hospitalized for 3 weeks at the end of the pregnancy. My physician told me that I would probably end up being a full-blown diabetic by the time I was 60, but it happened 2 years later. The Endocrine Web article had published an article stating that 30.3 million Americans are diabetic, and that is 9.4% of the U.S. population. It's also predicted that about 84 million Americans are pre-diabetic, and most of those don't even know that they are. Type 2 diabetes is more common in adults over the age of 45, but it is happening more and more to younger people. This can be a scary disease because you may have symptoms developing over several years and may not even realize that it's contributing to being pre-diabetic. In 2015, the Center for Disease Control reported that type 2 diabetes is caused by your cells being insulin resistant. This will cause the pancreas to make more insulin, but eventually your pancreas will not be able to keep up. This is going to cause your blood sugars to increase. If you have high blood sugar for a long period of time, it can cause several health conditions. One of those can lead to heart disease. Peggy Pletcher wrote an article in 2017 about the risk factors that are related to type 2 diabetes. She had some of the risk factors are being older. If you have a family history, carrying excess weight in your waist area, and also having a lack of exercise. Melinda Rotini published an article on the WebMD in May of 2017 regarding the risk factors of type 2 diabetes. It's believed that there is a strong genetic link that is related to getting type 2. Other factors can be that if you've had high blood pressure, you have gestational diabetes, if you have a high alcohol intake, or if you're overweight. All of this can lead to prediabetes or being diagnosed with type 2. According to American Diabetes Association, common symptoms that you should be watching for are if you have to urinate frequently, if you notice that you're extremely thirsty all the time, if you are extremely hungry even after you've already eaten and you find that you're still hungry all the time. That's a key factor. You may experience that you notice your vision is getting blurry. Also, if you get bruises or cuts that do not heal very quickly, that is a sign that your body is possibly being in the pre-diabetic stage. If you notice numbness or tingling in your toes and your feet, that can also be a symptom. If you find that you have one or several of these symptoms, it's definitely good to go see your physician. They can run some easy tests, glucose tests, just some blood work to check your A1C. If you are diagnosed with being pre-diabetic, you can get on medications, but the easiest way, if you're in the pre-diabetic stage, is to just start eating have a very healthy lifestyle, eat right, and do a lot of exercising. And this can keep your blood sugar under control. In conclusion, type 2 diabetes is a very serious disease. People can end up losing their eyesight. They can even end up losing their limbs from neuropathy. I did not take it very seriously at first. In my first few years that I was diagnosed, I thought that being young, I was only 30 years old, that it really wouldn't affect me, wouldn't have a lot of issues till I was older, so I didn't worry about the diet and exercise. As I've gotten older, I've gained weight, my eyesight has gotten worse, so it is very serious, and no matter what age that you are diagnosed with it, you need to take it serious. I've noticed too that my headaches have been getting worse, the times that I don't eat right or take my medicine as I should. So there are several things that can contribute. if diabetes runs in your family, I encourage you to take good care of yourself and make sure that you do get those exams on a yearly basis, just to make sure if you have any symptoms. I guess that is all much of my speech. Thank you. I hope you learned some information about type 2 diabetes.